Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. It doesn't matter because forget velvet rope. We're here with Sarah Farasia. That's all that counts.
Forget the velvet rope, honey. Please, the velvet rope made us, baby.
Thank you.
Velvet rope. The
Thank you.
rope. I mean, I can't believe the rope and I. We've been podcasting together this twice a week for 3 years, sweetie. 3 years.
Well, last episode yesterday, and we were going to apologize. We apologize to everyone for our disgusting thoughts, our disgusting language. But
Oh God.
yesterday we talked about a little something about them. Seems there's a little problem between Ariana and Katie. Never go into business with anyone. That's my advice. 3 years ago, Miss Fraser she wanted me to close down the Velvet Rope, and she wanted to close down the Sarah Fraser Show. She wanted to have a hybrid podcast. I don't know what the fuck she wanted to call it, but she wanted us in one podcast together, and I said, no fucking thank you. But trust me, girl, you'll thank me one day for saying no to you. And
I
here we
thank
are.
you now. No, I thank you
Here we
now.
are.
Yeah, thank you,
This
thank
is
you,
the way
thank
to
you.
do it. This is the way to do it. This is the
Yeah.
only way to do it. It's hard, guys. It's hard being in business for someone. But 3 years, you have your own thing out there. Recently I've had some situations. Many people in the public eye. It's just what you said. It's when you fall out with someone in the public eye, it is always the same. They have absolutely, positively nothing going on. They're so desperate, trying to get their bag, their moment of fame, trying to reclaim their fame. That's what it is. You're busy and I'm busy. This is why we never have a problem. Melissa Rivers, you think we ever have a problem? No, because she has her own thing going on. I got my own thing going on. You know what I
Our
mean?
lives.
That's the key to it. If each person has their own thing and they're just busy, there's never the like, why haven't you called me? You look at Catherine Edwards. She was just here for like 12,000 weeks. She's never like, where have you been? You don't text. I'm never like, where have you been? When we come together, we come together. It just is what it
Hmm.
is. It's when you're two busy people, it works. It works not just in business, it works in marriage, it works in dating. It's always when one person has more time on their hands. And that's understandable, but I'll never be the one with more time on my hands, and so people get mad at me. But look at here we are 3 years later. I gotta say something before we get into it today.
Talk to me.
Um, well, and we could think about where we want to start.
Talk to me.
We could start with Craig and Paige if you want. But I am today is my last day for now, for like 4 weeks, probably, maybe more. Yeah, 4 weeks. I'm leaving LA, thank God. I mean, no offense. I've been here for fucking 5 weeks. It's too much. I'm like a caged bird. I'm a Gemini. It's been great. Love it here. But it hasn't been a cakewalk with these fires. This has been a rough 5 weeks of 2025 with these. I have to say, and this really is. So when I come back, you and I are going to go to dinner again. We need to do some of the Beverly Hills classics that I've never been to Mr. Chow. I've been in New York. I've never been in Beverly Hills. That's where we should go. But anywhere you want. Or we can go to Arden, which on the show. But I have to say, the only thing that has saved me here, and this is really a true story, so I don't want you to roll your eyes. The only thing that has saved me here, because I have been in this home, the windows have been locked shut, but I'm telling you, at least those first few weeks, the air was so bad. It was the smoke, there was stuff in my eyes, and I'm like, my friend's like, you can't live like this for 5 weeks. You should really just get on a plane and come home to New York. Instead, I Googled the number one, I Googled and it came up the number one air purifier on Newsweek was an Air Doctor. I have received an Air Doctor and I love it so much. I bought another. I'm going home to Sag Harbor, to the Hamptons. I have an Air Doctor. They are waiting for me. Um, Let me just tell you, first of all, that it's not just for fire, it's for allergens, it's for pollutants. What freaked me out is when I started Googling, the air inside that we breathe is 100 times more polluted than outside. And I spend 99% of my time indoors. Most individuals in America spend 90% of their time indoors. I spend 99 because I don't like people. So, thank you, Air Doctor. And right now, Air Doctor Pro, AIRDOCTORPRO, airdoctorpro.com. You should really get an Air Doctor, first of all. $300 off. And it
I need
is,
one.
yes, you do. That's what I'm
I know,
saying.
I actually do. No, like, I don't have an air
Okay.
purifier in my house. I run a humidifier, which they also say is helpful, but
With a child, shame on you. You truly need an air. Really, you do. No, 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 no. I can't, my eyes were so, I'm like, and then I go downstairs to the concierge people and they're like, we understand all your windows are like boarded shut. It doesn't matter. There's fires and you need an air purifier. That's when I'm like, I Googled number one on it. So airdoctorpro.com. Use code Velvet, airdoctorpro.com, use code Velvet. $300 off. I'll send it to you afterwards. You honestly, truly, I'm not trying to sell you anything. You're crazy if you don't get one.
all right, well, I need one. Yeah. I don't know what the air is like here. It's crazy. Who knows what we
Well,
breathed in?
there's a lot. If you Google it, I don't want to scare you. If you Google it, there are a lot of reports that say
I'm not
anyone that's
Googling it.
thinking, don't Google
No,
it
and like
because
like a
you're gonna
lot of
get
my
scared.
neighbors are older. They're like, we grew up in New York City in the 70s. Do you know what the cesspool we were like? People would open their windows and dump gasoline. We all drank the water. We were fine. Like people are like older people are like, yeah, you remember what the lakes and the rivers used to be and people used to swim in that? Yeah, okay. Remember
Uh,
when they had no regulation and paper mills were just like letting like and that was in the
Listen,
air? Like, I
I
mean, come
I
on.
was in I was in 9/11. I wasn't that far. I lived in the West Village, and the air here from these fires, to me, unless I just don't remember, has been worse. So thank you, Air Doctor, airdoctorpro.com.
It's horrible for the men and women that are ground zero, that were ground zero that day. They were the ones that years later ended up with cancer. But people that lived up on the west side, they don't have any
I
more
lived in
cancer
the
than
West
anybody
Village,
else.
though. That ain't so far, honey. That ain't so far from
Well, you
Ground
gotta
Zero.
be right there. You got okay.
No,
When the
I
house,
wasn't right
that's why they
there.
wouldn't let people in, like to Malibu and El Tadena. It's like, okay, you go back while it's still smoldering. You're standing right above the asbestos and breathing it in. It's like, yeah, of course, like you're gonna get cancer. That's why they're like, you can't go back to your house unless you're in a hazmat suit because things burn for like weeks, days.
Well,
Like that's,
you know who
but
does need a
but anyway,
hazmat?
people should buy that.
No, I'm not. This isn't a joke. You thinking, oh, you're doing an ad. You're doing an ad. Fuck off. Fuck all of you. This thing, airdoctorpro.com, promo code Velvet to save up to $300. Truly, truly, from the bottom of my heart, I don't think I could have stayed in LA for 5 weeks otherwise. No, I mean, Sarah, it was bad.
Wow.
So
Remember we
thank
started
you.
out apologizing at the beginning of this, and now you're just telling all of your customers.
Well, I mean, like, I don't want people to think this is not like some cheap ad. This is like a true lifesaver.
Oh
Um,
my God, he's so okay. I'm so sorry.
Today I'm gonna be nice. You know who does need a hazmat suit though? Speaking of hazmat suits, this guy, this
Greg,
Let's start calling Craig Conover, Craig Conover, Craig,
excellent,
Craig.
excellent.